we could say that this could potentially be for Alex, oh, I want to hang around more people in person that are inspiring. Because if I don't have other people around me that are inspiring, I'm not going to be inspiring myself. So what is the higher level unlock? Is it getting into more rooms where you're inspired by people, or getting to a place where you have found internal inspiration? Well, it can be both. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong. That's why I said it might not be the case for Alex. But for all of you, with your things that you've written down, you need to now re-look at them and go, is this, the technical way that I've heard it called is what's called a shadow. I heard this explained as a shadow career, meaning if someone has always wanted to be a singer on stage, what a lot of people do is they'll go and be a singing teacher. And they're living what's called a shadow career, because the shadow career feels more safe than exposing themselves to the actual thing. So that's how I've heard it explained. Sometimes we write shadows of all sorts of different things. The things that you've written down on your list as far as the unlock could actually be a shadow of the real unlock. Does that make sense to all of you? Yeah. Right? So yours could be, you actually need to find real, personally driven inspiration. What do you want to buy? What do you want to have? Who do you want to be that is personally inspiring? It might not be. It might just be, I need to get myself in a room with people that inspire me 3-4 times a year. I don't know the answer for all of you. Which one of the things that you've written are shadows and which ones are not? I can just tell you now to re-look at them all and say, is this a shadow of something? Or is this the actual highest level unlock that I need to unlock? Does that make sense to everybody? If anybody's confused on that, please ask, okay? All right, so re-look at yours and cross off any things and rewrite them that you're like, yeah, that's probably a shadow. Like an obvious one for a lot of people, and I highly doubt anybody wrote this one down, but in a different context, someone could have said, oh, you know, one of the biggest unlocks I need in my life is I need to meet a romantic partner, which is a shadow for the fact that you're not happy being alone, is a very common one for a lot of people. Yeah, and often, although socializing is good, being at events like this is fantastic, many times the need for socialization is a shadow for the fact that you're not interested or excited by your own life. So you live venerally through other people. Often. Not always, but often. Please.
So, I've got two. I'm surprised that it's only 2.5.
That doesn't surprise me.
No?
No, because usually the more we write down, the more diluted each of them is. Quantum leaps are often like one thing, and you're like, holy fuck, I just 10x'd from one thing. If it's not a quantum leap, it's like, oh, I need to do 19 different things. Maybe just pick one that's a quantum. So I'm not surprised by that. The difference is he wanted the house with heart and passion when that was his goal. Yeah. Now, needing to buy a new house is coming from a different energy space. It's not coming from what we've been talking about, like inspiration and desire and I want this. It's coming from like, oh, I have to. To lock in to, for Christian, not for everybody, but for Christian, to lock into the need to get to this 50K, it has to be something from that quote unquote childlike curiosity of like, holy shit, I want a Ferrari. Right. Like just something. Kind of house do you want? Yeah, but we're leading him that a house is even the thing. It might not be a house. I don't know, but I think for you, your biggest unlock to get to your highest potential in the next 12 months is you have to find something that's like, I never thought I could have that. Because I remember the way you used to speak about getting a house. You're like, I never thought this was going to be possible for me. And then now I'm on the path and it's going to be possible and I'm going to make it happen. There was like this, as we've been talking about, bewilderment of like, holy fuck, I can actually buy my own house. You need that inside of you again. You've lost that spark. Well, just leave him to think about it. He needs to just think about it on his own. You don't have to tell me now. This conversation now will get you thinking about it. But one of those 3 things on your list needs to be a spark.
I mean, because I'm starting over right now, right?
Yeah.
The house with everything.
I get it, yeah.
It's not part of it.
I know.
It does get me juiced up to get another.
Okay.
And to be fair, like this is something that I've
but just been on the crossroads. And I think yesterday's conversation with Jeremy and you about like, just pick the fucking goal and go after this. The Porsche. I want a fucking Porsche. I just love a Porsche. It makes me happy.
There you
I
go.
always dreamt about a Porsche.
So get a fucking picture or a poster of a Porsche and stick it up on your wall.
I got a keychain.
Ah, there you go. There you go. What do you mean he just bought it? What, yesterday? Well, whether it was 2 days ago or if it had just happened right now, that was what I could feel was your biggest unlock, was you needed that thing again. And that's why on sales calls we don't lead people. Because he'd started speaking about the house and we were like, okay, which type of house? It's not the house for him, it's a Porsche. You can feel and see the difference in like, he doesn't even want to talk about it.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's like, a Porsche? It's like, because right now it feels so far away. But that doesn't matter.
I wouldn't say so far away. I'm like, is that big of a thing?
Because you're rationalizing. You're like, is that noble? Is that right? I just bought a house for me and my partner, and you know, that was a much more provider, protector, traditional role. Now I'm just gonna be Christian the fucking G and get a Porsche. Yeah. Be Christian the G and get a Porsche. If that's what's giving you childlike curiosity, you're rationalizing.
Not because I want to be a G. Like,
I'm exaggerating, but yeah.
it doesn't come from that. And I personally, I'm just like, I feel like a child when I'm sitting in front.
That's exactly why it should be your inspiration. I feel like a child if I take my shoes off and go walking on a beach by the sea. Hence why I want to find my house by the sea. Because as a child, I lived in a house on the beach. It's childlike for me. It's not like, oh, I want to get a house by the sea because I want to be, you know, the fucking sales mentor that lives by the sea. It's like, no, I just feel like a kid when I live by the sea. It's just coming from that pure, innocent place.
But again, all right, let's make that.
Yeah?